Dean Davison, LiveWeatherBlogs.com meteorologist here, overnight outlook time. We got through one storm today. I'm going to show you some pictures towards the end of this audio cast. You see 36 in Bluefield, it's above freezing, so no freezing going on right now, but in Roanoke, we got some freezing going on. Lynchburg, same way. Danville's right on that cusp. Anything that has fell will refreeze tonight in the greater Roanoke Valley. One other thing of note, basically in this general area, was a 4-inch snowfall. You get 2 to 4 in the other locations just outside there. Most of the heaviest snow fell right up along the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is something that happens all the time. We had 4 inches of snow here in Stewartsville. Above that, we also had about a little less than an inch of sleet, but we had a heavy sleet coming down part of the day. So we have some stuff going on, and we have something we even have to watch now for the weekend, and this could be bad. Some of the computer models are showing a big, big storm, so we can go into that a little bit later also. Alright, now we're going to go to the national picture. 44 Seattle, 27 Salt Lake City, 27 Billings, 16 Minneapolis, 31 Kansas City, 30 Santa Fe, 30 Louisville, 59 Atlanta, 65 New Orleans, 63 Miami. You can see there's actually warmer temperatures now in the areas compared to what it's been. The coldest air is staying up to the far north. What we're getting is not as much cold air penetrating as far south as it was. Remember, we were in the 40s the other night down here in Florida. So there's a lot of things. We got a little bit of warm up here in the east, and that'll crash again when we get a jet stream, something of this matter, kicking in, and we also have a southern jet stream. But what I just draw there may be something of interest for the weekend, and it's called something called a phasing storm, and that could be ugly. We know what 1996 brought us in a phaser. So the heater models still have a good 6 to 12 runs left, but you can get a general idea that it's been leaning towards now a storm. So based on the computer model now, we'll give you some analysis. First, the synoptic map. You see this low sitting here. It's going to move off the coast and continue that movement to the south and east, only to stall and starting to move itself back up the coast. And that's going to be what's going to generate something very interesting for the weekend, let me tell you. Then we come into Saturday. Look at this. You get the strengthening low. It's 1,004. That's not a hugely sinking low. That's going to be enough to put some snowfall generally back in this location to start with. So we're going to go into the next day, and this is where it's going to get big. You're going to see the big difference. Look at that. 968 low. This is going to be a bomb. Bombogenesis will occur with the system. The phasing will go on, and we'll get bombogenesis. So what does that mean? Based on the forecasting right now, this area right here that I'm drawing on will be impacted the most with the highest amounts of snow. What are the high amounts of snow? There's stuff coming out now that say at least 7 inches of snow, 7 to 11, and I've seen much more amounts in some of the models. So basically we would talk probably at least a 6-inch snowstorm for majority of the eastern coast. And we get kick in the next day, which is day 6. That storm becomes a 984 low, massive low, lots of wind, and again, it's another little system to the south that may generate some snow over the southern Appalachians. As this all moves out, this cuts off from the rest of any other weather patterns. So tip down some short waves and some troughs, which will give precipitation probabilities over the next couple of times. The next strong low comes into the west. So a lot showing on these latest information, and it can definitely get interesting here fast. QPF, in my view, is a little low here, especially I would fill this blue in throughout. So what would the blue be? The blue would be 0.5 to an inch. Most of these places are close to an inch in precipitable water. What that would mean would be 5 to 10 inches of snow easily in these areas. And I think that you expand that along the coast. You expand that along the whole eastern coast of an area. This whole area I'm drawing here is going to be likely to get a 6-inch snowfall plus, as long as computer models hold. We also have a lot of rains and heavy snow in the west. We got 10 inches. You know what that would equal if it's 10 to 1? If it was snow, it would be 100 inches of snow. Yeah, very heavy. But like I said, we have a high probability. This is a 5-day from the QPF from the HPC. Within 5 days, close to, if it's moderate all snow, it would be very close to 5 to 10 inches of snow. That's just a beginning number. If the computer models stay on the track they're on now, so something definitely to look at. I'm really not so impressed though. The European shows a lot, but I'm not so impressed with the GFS. It's still something out to sea type of system, and I just having a hard time buying it. It's coming a little further west, so a western trend could be setting up. It's stuff you got to keep an eye on. Some pictures today out of Stewartsville, Virginia. You can see this is where we have a few inches. Took these in the afternoon. We had some sleet meltdown, but you can see we had a good amount of snow still here in the state of Virginia. And let me play a little audio I put together.
Dean Davis alive when the loss of Ross. 14 snow has occurred here in the Roanoke Valley. In this area, Stewartsville. More information as we go along. Dean Davis alive when the loss.com.
Just one more thing to note before I go through the totals and then into the forecast. Here's a HPC product of what may occur within 3 days. It's starting on a low probability, so New Jersey, Delaware, down through DC, Richmond, and I want to try to move to the west, but anyways, being 3 days out, that's pretty good, and this will increase as long as commuter models continue its ways. Here's some of the things. Got 5 inches in Covington, 5 in Lowensville, Amherst County, 5.5 in Bath. We had 4 inches here, 4 inches south of Buchanan, which is up in Bedford, 6 inches. Let's see, Bland. Bland is not a area of. Bland County, 6 inches, 5.5 in the area of Botetourt. So these are some areas that are picking up some good snow. Lexington, 4.8, 4 in the city of Roanoke. As you can see, Blacksburg, 5, 7 inches in Greenbrier, Lewisburg. Some icing areas. 0.5 inches of ice down in Blacksburg. Here's Campbell County, 1/4 inch ice. That's a lot of ice, no matter what way you look at it. So I'm going to put these up in the text version of the blog tonight. So overnight, freezing drizzle, 27, 38 Friday, a little bit of a warm spell, basically. Cloudy Saturday, chance of snow coming Saturday night. This is all going to be depending on how these models shift. If they shift to the west, we're going to get a good shot of significant snow. If they stay to the east, little to no chance of snow. So the stuff we definitely got to keep an eye on when it clears up before the beginning of next week. And in the triad, winter weather advisory, 30 freezing drizzle, 43 Friday, 41 snow rain chances on Saturday, mostly sunny Sunday, 41 Monday on Monday, and 28 Monday night. And we get a little bit of warm up next week in the 40s, possibly. So we've had a good storm here in the Roanoke area, and if this next storm comes together, we may have another walloper that may start down here and really wallop the Philadelphia, Delaware Valley areas. Stay with liveweatherblogs.com for the ever-changing forecast, and we'll give you the latest. For liveweatherblogs.com, this is meteorologist Dean Davison.